What up, dudes and dudettes? Welcome to Everybody Podcast. Today we're doing a special 420 episode because we're potheads. What up, guys?
What up?
Dude?
So, I want to talk about this past weekend. I went to PA's Cannabis Festival,
Oh yeah.
and it was pretty cool. I'd never been to a cannabis festival before. They usually have it in Scranton, but this year they had it in Kutztown.
What's closer?
Scranton.
Yeah, I thought so.
I traveled. It was 3 hours. I mean, we had to stop for gas and the piss and shit, but it was 3 hours and 17 minutes on Google Maps. So it probably took us like 3 hours and 35 minutes. Something
Were
like
there
that.
actually 200 vendors?
I didn't count, but there was
were
a
there
lot.
a lot? Yeah, okay.
So like you know the barns at the Troy Fair.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
picture
yeah.
picture that size.
I was like, wait, what?
Picture that size barn.
My mind jumped straight to the sale barn.
My-
I was
yeah.
like,
No,
200 vendors
no.
in that?
No, down at El Prime.
Yeah, I know what you're
Mhm.
talking
So
about.
picture, like, cut that barn in half,
Okay.
and that's what it was. There was like two barn-like things, but it wasn't like it didn't have like fences and stuff for the animals. It was just
Word.
all
That sounds really small,
vendors
though.
set up in
That's
it.
not a lot of fucking room.
It was long,
Okay.
and
Okay.
like in both of those barns, like it had like two sides to it, and there was vendors up the middle, vendors to the right, and vendors to the left in both barns. And there were so many bongs, there were so many bowls. They had steamrollers down there.
Word.
They had food vendors.
We should all go next
Steamrollers
year instead of.
suck. Just throwing it out there.
I
I
mean,
don't even know what that is, to be honest.
It's like a bong without water.
yeah, it's like a long
Oh,
pipe.
word. I know what you're talking about.
And usually, like, you cover the end
Mhm.
with your
Yeah.
whole fucking palm. They suck.
TikTok
They
education.
get me really high.
They
Though.
suck.
They're pretty good.
They're so rough. It's
I
like,
don't even like using.
I don't know.
Like a bong. So. Like I like Cody's, but I hate yours.
Why?
I don't know. I can't.
She's not
hit
a Red
yours.
Sox fan.
Yeah.
Dude, when I bought that, it was because it was the cheapest one. I was like, I'm just gonna put a band
Let me
sticker
paint
over
it.
it or
Let me
something.
paint it. Just kidding. I don't like to have.
It's
I'm not
already
confident.
weird that they're selling a Red Sox bong in New York.
Yeah.
It's a little odd.
Yeah. Well, like everything's New York Yankees, regardless of like everywhere.
Or Mets. Or just a New York
Steelers.
fucking
Steelers
Team.
is everywhere. Patriots.
that's
regard-
it down here in Pennsylvania.
Well, yeah, but like even Patriots and like those are Cowboys. They're up. Like why? It's disgusting.
I mean, Cowboys at one point were like America's team.
Because they had cheerleaders, right? They were the first football team to have cheerleaders.
See that
Really?
later?
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, look at me knowing some shit.
So I met up with those dudes we met on TikTok, and I must tell you, we didn't get beat or anything like that.
No rapes.
No rapes.
There was no rapes?
No
they didn't,
rapes.
like,
Your butt is
keep you-
okay.
My butt's fine. So we met up with them. They were.
Did you guys have a buddy system going? Did you make sure that you didn't get separated?
Did you
maybe-
and Chad hold hands at all times?
Yeah, maybe Chad got
No.
raped while you guys
Did
were
you guys at
separated at
least
some
bring
point.
the rape whistle? In
You guys
case-
are asking so many questions right now. You need to calm down.
We're just concerned friends. We should all go next year though, like our circle.
Yeah.
That would be fun.
Yeah, dude. It was enjoyable. I mean, we were there from we got there at like 11 o'clock maybe, 10:30 maybe. I can't remember. I was high.
Have you ever been to the Apple and Cheese?
No.
I feel like the setup to that is like the Apple and Cheese, what you described, because there's vendors on the one side in the middle and at the
Oh
other.
man. They're like
But
They should
bigger.
change it to the Apple Cheese and Cannabis Festival.
yeah, dude. That would be
That will never happen, but that
awesome.
would be really dope.
They should always pair food with cannabis. That
Yeah.
should just be the thing.
I mean, it's when it becomes like more acceptable and like federally legal and stuff, you're going to see fucking the weed bars more often. You're going to see
I'm gonna be
fucking
so excited.
I assume that this cannabis festival, like the food vendors, it was just a bunch of funnel cake.
So there was only
There was
one
no, like,
funnel cake
actual-
stand.
Oh, really?
There was a pizza. There was a crab cake stand.
Ew.
There was a taco stand.
Yeah, I feel like crab cake's a tough one to get from a truck. Like, I don't know if that's. I don't know if I'd want that. Did you get crab cake?
I didn't. It smelled good.
I really thought he was gonna say yeah, like the way you
No,
looked. I was like, oh my god.
They had a truck there. It was called Twisted Steaks. I didn't see what it was, but I figure it's just like steak put down one of those sticks.
Skewer things.
Yeah.
What did you eat though?
I got a calzone.
That's
good
from the
choice.
pizza.
I
Good
would have
choice.
taken the twisted steak. That sounds delicious.
Yeah.
I would have just ate funnel cake. That's it, or pizza.
They had a fucking ice cream truck there.
Did you get ice cream?
No.
Like a normal
It was
one
cold.
with like the SpongeBob.
It was cold down there.
There's this dude on
No,
TikTok.
it
I
wasn't.
thought you were talking about the
it
ice
was like
cream.
a-
I was like,
it was-
ice cream's supposed to be cold.
It,
Like,
they,
of course it's
It
cold.
was cold.
no, I mean like it was
Ice
too cold out to
I
want
get
to
you,
eat
I
ice
get-
cream.
But wasn't it a normal ice cream truck, or what did they serve?
no,
soft
they
serve?
soft serve.
Oh.
They had like milkshakes and root beer floats and shit.
There's this dude on TikTok that bought a shit ton of those SpongeBob popsicles that you get from ice cream trucks.
Yeah, I've seen
And
his
it's like
videos.
day 2 of trying to get the perfect sponge, and it never is. Like the eyes are all fucked up, and it looks awful.
They always are. They used to be.
Yeah.
It was the same thing, but
They
they would
had
have.
Sonic ones.
They had Power Rangers ones.
Yeah,
Never.
I think they had Ninja Turtles ones. They were just in the shapes of that,
It's
and they
really
were
sad.
always. They never looked good. They
Yo,
always
pass it to
looked
me.
dumb.
Wait, is it?
Have you not hit that yet?
No.
I was high when I got here,
Fuck you
people.
Don't look at me. I can't reach you. It's got to go through Brad.
But
That's fucking hilarious.
so after the festival, so first of all, I'm gonna give a shout out to a band called P Funk North. They were the first band that played down there, and they were a ska
What's
band,
the name?
and they were fucking awesome.
Word
They were
up.
fucking awesome. They're called P Funk North.
Word. Okay.
They did a handful of Sublime songs, and this dude that played bass, he was doing all the walking and grooving and shit while singing the song. It was fucking amazing. And
That's
their
pretty dope.
original songs were fucking dope too.
Is that what Chad posted on it? Okay.
Yeah.
They sounded pretty good.
I download. They have a song called "All My Heroes Are Potheads,"
yeah.
and it's just fucking great, dude.
Word.
It's everything I want in a ska song. They're a good band. After the festival, we went to the one dude's house, and
I messaged Brad and I was just like,
This is
"Did
where
you get-"
this is where everything got fuzzy.
I met
I don't remember much at the one dude's
I
house, but
messaged
I know it
Brad,
was a good time.
like twice throughout the day asking him if he's murdered yet.
But dude, I sent you the picture. When I got there, they had just rolled a fucking 5-gram king palm that was like this thick, dude. And it was fucking spectacular. But like you could tell where everyone was because his basement, like it's a steep staircase
Oh,
down,
word, yeah.
and you could just see smoke coming up out of the basement.
See, you need to get your basement to be.
But
like
we
that,
had
bro.
like fucking 7 blunts in rotation, plus that King Palm 5-gram fucking thing.
Sounds like a good time.
I was so high.
glad you're alive.
And I get there, and the
Untouched.
one
I don't
the-
know. Part of me wishes he got at least a little bit molested or something.
Maybe a little hinted at it, like an attempt at least.
Jesus Christ.
Aw.
Wait.
If you didn't bring Chad though, someone went down.
Yeah, if they didn't have the buddy system
Yeah.
going, if
Yeah.
just one of them went, that would have been it.
You're like, Chad, I need to go pee, and he's like, okay, I'm coming.
But I walked in there, and right away, Dave was like, he just handed me a dab thing.
Word.
And I was like, okay, welcome to the party. Well, I hit it, then you.
You did hit it when I gave it to you, and then you
See,
give it to Cody, then you give it
I
to
don't know,
me.
dude.
He just put himself in the perfect position to hit it every
Yeah.
time it comes through him.
Whatever, dude.
I should have sat across from you because that's the smaller.
They take
Yeah, then I could have just passed it to you.
at the tolls, because we went through like 3 tolls. They just have you slow down, and they take the license plate, take a picture of the license plate, and then they just bill you.
Yeah, they bill you later. I'm not allowed to drive in Maryland or Massachusetts. I don't remember which.
What
But they-
happened? You didn't pay a toll or something?
yeah, fuck that. I would have paid it on the spot. I'm protesting. I'm protesting
That's
those fucking
fucking
shitty
funny, dude.
automatic
Stop.
payments. That's dumb. It's dumb. Fuck those guys. Pay somebody to
probably do
sit.
the
Like,
same.
there's already money machines. Let me just put the machine in the money or scan a card or something. Why are you billing me later?
Yeah.
Why
wouldn't
are you
pay it
doing
too.
that?
I'm on board with you.
Then
I probably
fucking
wouldn't.
you're gonna bill me later for $2.50
After I just spent all my money
you-
on
Yeah.
vacation.
You want me to write a fucking check for $2.50? Suck my dick.
That is pretty stupid.
We went through like 3 of them on the way down, obviously 3 on the way back, and each one I believe was like $2.60.
I hate it. It's dumb. Like, you should just be able to pay the bill right there.
That really
They
is
send
dumb.
me shit all the time. They have my parents' address, so they just keep sending it to my parents.
Can they? Is that? Can
What?
they like? Can they like sue you for not
Oh.
paying it or something?
I don't think I'm legal to drive in whatever state it is, Massachusetts
Okay,
or
motherfucker,
Maryland.
fuck you. You're not allowed.
Have they
in our
tried like
state.
fining you more money?
I'm sure I don't look at it anymore, but I'm sure that the bill is higher than $2.50
Yeah, it
at
probably
this
is.
point. It's probably
Yeah.
like $250.
That remind me I have to pay my fine. I'm pretty sure I'm a month late.
It was the same thing when we went to Florida. There was a fucking to get on and off of the island that we were on. They did the same thing, and we were on and off the island all the time. So we got a ton of tolls racked up that we couldn't just pay on the spot.
That is stupid.
It's
I've
stupid.
Never
I
heard of
can
that.
guarantee you that there's a lot more people like with my attitude about it, and they're getting a lot less money through their tolls because they don't just have a
Probably.
fucking machine there now.
But a lot of people are scared to like fuck with things like that. You know what I mean? Like they
No,
make it
yeah.
a way more bigger deal than it is. It's like
Yeah.
they'll just like come to like ask you for money or something.
Like, I already know what's going to happen. And next time I go through that state, they're going to pull me over and be like, hey, you're not allowed to drive here.
I have it later.
So I'm just not going to, I'm going to try and avoid any state that starts with an M, except for Maine. I know Maine's good. Just not going to drive in those states.
That's funny. I don't want to pay it either.
What's between here?
That's
I
fair.
don't know what state it is. I think it's Maryland. What's between here and fucking...
Maryland's between like here and Delaware.
Yeah, I was going to Rhode Island. So what state would I drive through to go through
Was
here
it a
in Rhode
little one?
Island?
Did it start with an M?
I mean, I only remember it because they keep sending me the letters saying they
It
owe
could
me
be-
money.
Could be like New Jersey or like Maryland.
It's
It
not
probably-
New Jersey.
It probably was Maryland because Maryland's like weirdly like.
But I think I don't even know where Rhode Island is, if I'm being honest with you.
I mean, like I can see. So I can see.
I got there.
I
Like I
can
put
see
the
the
address
map in
into my
my-
fucking
So,
GPS, and I got there.
I feel like Maryland's
I
more
could-
south and Rhode
Yeah,
Island's
Maryland's
more north.
south. Yeah, that's
So
why I
I
don't.
feel like you went through New Jersey and
It's,
like
well, it's not New Jersey.
New York, New Jersey, and Rhode Island. I'm pretty sure Vermont.
No,
No.
New Jersey's the only thing that borders New Jersey is
Oh,
New
no, it's
York
PA.
and Pennsylvania.
Yeah, you're right.
And I think Maryland on the bottom.
Massachusetts.
It might be Massachusetts.
it's probably Yeah, let me look on that.
Isn't Massachusetts like
Yeah, you're right,
really
bro.
close to Rhode Island?
Yeah.
I think they're right next to each other.
Like I can see the map in my
Whatever
head
state
right
it was,
now.
I wasn't in it for very long.
I'm looking, bro, and I'm gonna help you out. Hold up.
I'm pretty sure it might be Massachusetts.
I've been to Massachusetts. I was like fucking 13.
I've been to Maryland. It's like
14.
nothing to get to North Carolina.
Yeah, it's definitely not Maryland.
Nah.
It's got to be
Probably
Massachusetts.
I think it is, but it's not loading.
Were you trying to pull up a map?
But I'm pretty sure it's Massachusetts. I'm not allowed to. I probably have my license
Well-
suspended in Massachusetts.
Who cares about it?
That's exactly my fucking thoughts on it. Like, I don't give a shit. I have no intention of going to Massachusetts.
Definitely Massachusetts.
Yeah, it's right next to Rhode Island, right?
Yeah,
Nice.
right
Yeah.
above it.
So next time I go on a road trip up north, I gotta try to avoid Massachusetts,
You go to Vermont.
or let
yeah.
somebody else drive through Massachusetts.
There you go.
You would, yeah, and then, or Connecticut.
Do you think if you got pulled over riding with someone, it'd be like they'd look up your name, be like, "Hey, get out of our state. You owe us money." They make you walk.
I don't
back
know.
home.
mean, it's a
They
really
actually
small
book
state.
me and
You
fucking
think so?
maybe. I don't know. They
I,
may actually like book
Well.
me and make me go to jail over this fucking shitty buddy.
you should just
Not
go
for.
and find
I don't
out.
think they'd make me go to jail for like a long time, but they'd
Right.
probably put me in a holding cell and like go through a bunch of paperwork and shit and be like, here's your next fine. You owe us this much money now. And then I'll be like, okay, I'm going to try and avoid this state for another 10 years.
You should just try it out, see how it goes.
What, just drive to Massachusetts? No.
Okay.
I went to Deerfield, Massachusetts. Out in the middle of nowhere. But it was really nice. It was really nice. I enjoyed the time up there.
How was it, bro?
Oh, right. I keep forgetting. It's terrible. It's a stoner thing.
I do have another lighter. You want me to go get it?
That's it. No.
No, I just keep forgetting that she has one.
Oh.
Yeah.
My mind's...
Because I'm cool.
So I don't think...
I mean, you did pick that lighter up off of my table.
Yeah, but I'm cool because it's in my hand, so.
Right. I wanted to... So, down at that cannabis festival, they had... The lieutenant governor of PA was there. That big, tall dude.
Mm-hmm.
They had this...
Did you give him a hug?
No, I
okay.
looked for him, but I couldn't find him
I
because...
feel like the lieutenant... Sorry to interrupt, but I feel like the job of lieutenant governor is one of those jobs that doesn't need to exist.
Probably.
Just throwing it out
There's
there.
a lot of
Probably.
Like
Why
that.
does our
What,
governor
like,
need a lieutenant?
What's he do?
Exactly. That's why he doesn't need to exist. I don't think he's appointed. I think he's appointed, not voted in. I think the governor appoints his lieutenant governor.
So
Therefore, anything the governor.
So it's like
no
a vice
politician should
president?
be able to appoint anything.
So it's like a vice president to a governor,
Yeah, but
Right.
even the vice president gets partially voted in.
right?
Like we
Yeah.
know the vice president. We know that we're voting on also the vice president as well as the president.
So it's like a secretary.
Yeah, it's more like it's a part of the governor's cabinet, I suppose, that they get
Right.
to appoint. I think. I don't think we vote on that. I don't know. You'd have to ask somebody who knows more about politics, I guess. But either way, just the name of it, just hearing the name lieutenant governor, I'm like, yeah, that's a fucking pointless position right there. That's somebody that we don't need and that we can just stop paying,
I
and
agree.
everything would go exactly the way it is right now for everybody if he just wasn't paid anymore.
I
Word.
agree.
Just throwing it out there. Now continue.
Yeah, so what?
What about this useless man?
That you were looking for to give a hug.
Oh, but where? So like, I'm fucking dazed, dude.
Already, like we just started.
God, I've been. I woke up at 4:15 this morning and smoked at 4:20, and then
You did do that?
I did.
I value sleep, so I didn't do that.
Nothing in this world would ever make me wake up that
It
early.
felt good, man.
Like nothing.
Yeah, you have to pay me to wake up that fucking
Exactly.
early. Like I wake up that early all the time for work.
Yep.
Like, motherfuckers are paying me.
But there's nothing willingly that I would wake up for. That's just in my
It was
power.
it was
There's
really
none.
cool though. I got like really high and like I fell back asleep right away and it was such a good
Yeah,
sleep.
like you
That
weren't
sounds
really
like
high,
a
you were
waste
tired.
then.
You were just
Dude.
tired.
Nah.
You just want to do it so you could say you did it, and then
Yeah. I mean, yeah.
yeah.
Duh.
Okay,
That's
my
the whole
bad.
point.
My bad, bro. My bad.
Oh wait, I don't want to hit it again. It's your hit. I'm gonna keep
Did
forgetting,
Cody just
dude.
have it?
Yeah.
Oh.
Right?
I don't
No,
remember.
I think it's you.
Is this
I'll hit
are
it
we
again,
doing
though.
this
I'll
again?
hit it again.
We should each just have our own pipe and not even worry about this.
That's how it was down there when there was like 7 of them fuckers going
Yeah.
around.
It's kicked though.
The
Or I
one
need to push down.
the one dude he would like roll a blunt and then he'd light it up and then pass it, and as soon as he passed it he started rolling another one.
See, I
And
wish
like
we
when
could
I
do that.
first got there, everyone in that room or in that basement, they were rolling up. Dude, it was great.
I'm happy you had a good time, bro.
Yeah, go next time.
I'm not part of your little stoner group on TikTok, and I didn't feel like getting
No, I mean
raped
to the
that
f-
weekend.
To the festival.
Oh,
You said that like next weekend might be a good time
Yeah.
for a raping.
I might consider it, but not the last one. Mhm. Oh yeah, I could have went to the festival, I guess, but alone? That's fucking dumb.
Dude, I hated driving afterwards.
I
'Cause
bet.
there was
That's
the
like
state
why you were
cop-
telling that story
cop.
about sitting in the fucking basement with the those guys and getting high with those guys, all I was thinking about was, man, if that was me, all I would be thinking about is I have to drive now.
Exactly.
I have to drive 4 hours home.
I would stay in
I'm
the
hotel.
high as shit. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
I want to driven home.
It wasn't that bad.
Or slept
You
in the
literally
car.
just said you hated it, and then now you're like, it's not that bad.
No. The drive to his house because you didn't let me finish.
Oh, word.
There's fucking cops everywhere near that festival,
Oh, duh.
and it was fucking. I made my heart fucking pump.
Yeah, I wouldn't be able to do that.
Well, no, I was talking about after you got done getting high with those guys.
That wasn't
getting
that bad.
ripped off your
Like the drive
ass.
home, that wasn't that bad at all.
Cody,
And I didn't
didn't you
have
say
Chad.
The drive home when he first he said
I
what I
don't-
hated was the drive home.
I'm high enough. I don't remember 5 minutes ago, so
no,
I don't know.
You didn't let me finish what I was gonna say before.
I think he
'cause
just said the
Cody
drive
went
out
straight
of
to
there.
the basement.
I think
Okay.
he said the
Yeah,
drive out of there
from
because
the
I went straight to
festival.
the basement because that's what I was thinking about when you were telling that story. I was just thinking about, man, he had to drive home after that. Like, if that just sounds awful. It sounds so bad to get that fucking high and then have to drive for 4 hours.
Yeah,
oh
that
my
sounds
God.
bad.
It wasn't too bad. Chad didn't help. He fucking slept almost the whole way.
That is even worse. That is even worse when you got somebody with you and they're just like, nah, fuck you, I'm
Snoring
going to
and
sleep.
shit.
I had my music, dude.
Yeah, I would just sing.
It really wasn't that bad, but if I do it again, I'm definitely getting a room or something
Yeah,
because
fuck all that.
driving in the dark, like not knowing where I'm at, kind of freaks me out a little bit. So I'd rather drive
Yeah,
during the
that-
day. Like the
I
drive
want
down
it.
there when we got like left in the morning, that was pretty neat. Road tripping a
I
little
like
bit.
I don't like driving, but I'll definitely go on a road
And
trip.
like
Or-
once you get to a certain spot, you drive for like 100 miles, no turns
Yeah.
or anything, just fucking straight highway.
I mean,
really
that's fucking,
nice.
that's the trip to Florida. You
Yeah,
get- yeah, it's just a fucking straight shot straight down there. I think, what is it, 86, I think, is just like a straight shot from New York to Florida.
Word.
Yeah.
I was on.
It gets boring by the time you get to
Yeah.
Georgia, though.
I think
And then
it
it
was
starts
on,
to get
like-
really hot.
I think it was on like 81 south or something.
I think that might be it. It's 80 something south, and it goes.
81
It
and
might. I
80.
think it might be 81. Because I think 80. I feel like 86 goes east to west.
Dude, I do not know roads and shit like that ever.
I've been on a few
I only
road
know it
trips,
because
so-
I was just on it,
Yeah.
and I like just.
But there's like people that like what you just did. You're like 86 is whatever you said. And I'm like, how the fuck do you know that? Like I would
it's
never.
just a piece
My
of
grandpa-
information you retain.
My grandpa drove to Indiana so many times to fucking. Just because I have relatives out there,
Mhm.
he could do it by heart. He didn't need a. Well, he used to do it by map before they had GPS, and even before we had GPS, he knew.
Yep.
Like if you asked him, he would just tell you every road that you have to take
That's so cool.
My
to get
dad's
from
like
here to
that.
Indiana.
That's so cool though.
But he's done
To
it.
know
He
that.
did it 100 times. You know.
It's like a truck driver. My dad like was a truck driver for the longest time, and they just like learn because that's like their job. They just like drive everywhere and learn.
They had to use maps back before
Mhm.
GPS.
Yep.
You know, like it wasn't easy back in the day. They had to fucking actually put forth effort to find where they were going. Do you think you guys could read a map?
Nope.
Nope.
I mean, like the big roads, like 81 and stuff like that. Yes, I think so.
But I
But,
mean
like,
like
when
a
it
real
starts-
big road map of the United States, like
No.
going from state to state.
No.
No.
Nope. Like I know I can't.
You know, my grandpa and grandma taught me all that shit. I know for a fact that I could figure it out. You put it in front of me the first time, it would be tough, but I know for a fact I could fucking figure it out real fast. And especially if I was looking at the map, like if you handed me a paper road map and I started looking at it, I'd probably learn real quick.
Well, I mean,
I-
yeah.
It's
like,
all it's. What do you
I
mean?
feel
Yeah,
like
I mean, I just asked if you could use a
Well,
road map. Like, what do
I
you think?
mean-
What do you think
like,
a road map
to
is?
read it.
To use it, you got to put it in front of you and like look at it and be like, okay, so clearly this road gets to this place,
See,
so
I
I got to
could-
go from here to
I
here.
could probably
do
do it for
that.
somebody else, like
Yeah.
as we're driving. But like if I was the only one traveling,
Same. That's
I
what
don't
I was
think so.
thinking.
I think if you're the only one traveling, you got to stop a lot.
yeah,
Exactly.
You got to
fuck
legitimately stop a lot, and I would fucking write shit down. Like you got to have like a notepad with you and be like,
Yeah.
look at the like map and be like, okay, this is the next exit I need to take to this road, and write that down so you don't have to fucking pull out this
I'm
map.
so happy we have technology, dude. Like I can barely use
Yeah,
it.
dude.
I can use a GPS, but I still get anxiety like it's gonna fuck me over. or
Dude,
something.
remember when they started putting out GPS things? The what was it? A Garmin? Remember that?
a Garmin and a Taunt. There's
mean,
like
I don't
a
remember what they were
TomTom.
called,
It was
but-
called
Yeah,
a
I think
TomTom.
Oh, TomTom. I remember
Yeah.
TomTom.
Those were pretty fucking whack.
The thing is, though, like that was like such a quick technology
Yeah.
because it went like just having a GPS disappeared so fast.
Yeah.
Like,
it
that
did.
was so like everybody. It was like GPS came out. Wow, this is so amazing. And in a couple years, everybody had a GPS. Now nobody has a GPS because it's all on
Oh,
your
yeah.
phone.
I
It's
feel,
just
I
an
feel
app.
like sometimes it feels like the day, because Chad got a Garmin one time, and I feel like a week after he got that, it was like nobody had it anymore.
Right.
But it's like they were expensive too, and then
Yeah.
the app's free.
Yep.
Like that's weird to me. Like those were so, and then literally the app's like. free
That's
as
why.
fuck.
That's what killed it. It fucking. That's what
Yeah.
killed it. And now it's even more advanced. They have that. Is it called Waze? I think that tells you like you can. It's like an active GPS, so you can like report where police are and where accidents are as
Dude,
a.
Google Maps does that shit.
It
Oh, they
does.
got it from Waze.
You can like turn it
Oh.
on and off. Like
And they show
wh-
you where
when we were,
construction is and shit.
when Chad and I were going down to see Slipknot in Scranton,
Ooh, good.
it like every now and again it was like telling us like a
It'll ask you if you want to report anything. Or
yeah.
you can go to it and
Chad's
be like, I want to
Chad
report.
says
There's
as
a
long
cop
as
here.
people keep updating, is like when they go by, it asks you if
Whoa.
you want to like update the report to let people know that that cop's still sitting there.
Yep.
He's like, as long as people keep updating it.
You just need Facebook
I'll
for
know.
that.
And like when we got down closer to Scranton, closer to where the Montage Mountain, like every couple minutes, big Slipknot concert, cops everywhere. Every couple minutes, it was like speed enforcement ahead or some weird shit like that.
I just know like kind of
pretty
shows
cool.
where construction is and like does all that too when there's an accident.
Dude.
It'll like turn red.
Speaking of accidents, on Chad and I's way back, we saw a fucking cars. It looked like they were head on, and Chad saw a guy laying there, and he was like, "Whoa!"
Stop. Oh man.
Cops everywhere. The fire truck was there. It was crazy, dude.
When I was little, I was with my friend, like my neighbors, and then their dad. We were driving down to Philly for a Phillies game, and we watched a girl get hit fly in the air. And then I just remember their dad pulling over, then going over and covering her with like a blanket he had and stuff, and like calling it was like insane. Yeah.
It's
But,
freaky
like,
stuff,
yeah, it was weird.
dude.
I was
Well,
young
that's
as
that's
fuck.
horrific.
Yeah.
Chad and I were driving down to band practice one night, and we saw a car that looked like it'd been squished down, like
Damn.
right on 15.
Were there people there, or did you just see
There
the
was,
car?
I mean, there was cops. I saw them talking to somebody, but I don't know how anybody in that car that was all fucked up could have survived. They
You'd
had
be
to
shocked,
they had
though.
to
Yeah, you'd
roll
be
like
surprised.
multiple
I've seen-
times.
I've seen some pretty like crazy looking accidents that the people just walked away from, and they're just a
Mhm.
little sore. Even Hunter, your cousin, fucking Stone Pebbles. He fucking got in a head-on. I think it was a head-on collision with Kyle and Chris in the car, and all of them. I think Kyle
Oh,
had
yeah,
some
I
glass
remember
stuck in
that.
his forehead,
I
but like
remember that.
they showed me.
Suck.
They showed me like fucking pictures of it, and the car was destroyed. You look at it and you're like, the engine was like in the front seat. Like
Oh
it
my
was.
God.
You look at it and you're like, no way anybody survived that. And all three of them walked away. Even the people in the other car were fine. I think. I don't know about the people in the other car, to be honest with you.
But they're okay.
But I didn't see pictures of their car. I saw pictures of Hunter's car, which was demolished. It was fucked up. But
Dang.
all of them walked away. Like I said, Kyle had some glass in his forehead. I think Chris's hip was a little fucked up, but none of them went to the hospital.
There's always accidents like on the mountain on your way to Mansfield from Troy, on those sharp turns. There's always accidents on there, especially in the wintertime. And we passed a really, really bad one. They walked away. And it looked like what you said, like they should not. It was flat, and yeah.
There's a lot of commuting college kids on that road too,
Mhm.
going back and forth.
Yeah. I mean, I definitely fly that way, but
It's such a well maintained road. It's hard
Yeah.
to like not drive fast, even
Oh,
though like
dude.
and the curves aren't that sharp.
No.
There's just a lot of them.
Mm-hmm. I definitely speed.
The fucking roads when we got down. We were still in New York. I can't remember exactly where we were, but we were on the interstate or something, and those roads were fucking terrible. They were awful, and this was a fucking highway.
There are some that are just like not maintained at all, and there's potholes everywhere. Been like, I don't know what it's called. Y'all know highways, but I just know there's this one like on your way to Williamsport from Mansfield.
Okay.
Like there's this one part of that road that's like really shitty.
I think that's 15.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah.
I think it's 15.
I could have guessed that. I was thinking that too, because
That's
that's just
the-
the comment.
No, there's definitely a couple of shitty parts.
Yeah, and then we went through it like a few weekends ago, and it was like awful. I'm like, this is weird, but it really is like in the middle of nowhere. Like who?
It's
Yeah,
funny,
the-
it's like
I think the roads. Jordan explained this to me once, but I think the roads are taken care of by the state and not like the district. So a lot of the money will end up getting allocated to places that have a higher population. So like I guess
That
I
makes
think
sense.
either Harrisburg or Pittsburgh, one of them had like incredibly bad roads. I think this was 2 years ago. They had like their roads were so bad that they took almost all of the state funded roadway money just for Harrisburg or Pittsburgh,
Oh.
because the whole city needed to be redone.
Huh.
So that's why our roads aren't that great. I mean, obviously
makes
our
sense,
roads out
though,
here aren't the
yes.
greatest, but
Yeah.
fucking that's why we don't get a lot out here, because all the money gets allocated to places with a higher population.
But I do think PennDOT sucks. Like, let's just be honest. That around here,
because they don't get a lot of money.
yeah, but they like,
Yeah, I mean,
they're awful.
it's just more
But they're all
state-run
working
shit
in-
always sucks. Everything that the government takes care of sucks. Let's just be honest. Like, think of one thing that the government has to take care of that they do a good job at. This is like this is me pushing you guys towards libertarianism. Like, but just think of like everything that the government takes care of is just shit that everybody bitches about and gets pissed off about.
That's true.
You know,
You're
like
right.
the government does nothing but fuck
Yeah,
shit up.
dude.
Fuck the government.
Totally sucks, you motherfucker.
But I'm gonna go back to PennDOT sucking because they'll all be working. Like they could just not all be working because they're just standing there anyways, and that would save money. Like they literally are just like there's this little patch, and there's like 20 people surrounding it talking. Okay, that's an exaggeration.
I mean, that's
there's
just
a-
road work in general.
Oh, it's so stupid. And they're like sitting on their phone and shit, and it's just like,
Even if you see like privately run road working companies, that's just what they do. A lot of times, especially like when
annoys me.
you're pouring asphalt, it's similar to concrete where you need a bunch of people there so you can get it to position as quickly as possible
oh,
while
so
it
it's
hardens.
a really easy job. So they're just waiting for like their key to
Yeah.
do some, and then they're just chilling.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
it's similar
Maybe
to.
I'll
I
try to
mean,
do
pouring
that.
concrete is kind of. I mean, it's hard work when you got to do the fucking work.
Oh,
Like
never
once
mind.
pouring asphalt's not fun, but like when you're waiting for the fucking next asphalt truck or you're waiting for it to set. Yeah, that's what you're doing. You're waiting. You know,
Word.
same
Okay,
thing
I'll
with
be
pouring
nicer.
concrete. Like there's a lot of times where you're just standing
Okay.
there watching
I get
concrete
it.
pour,
You
but then
changed my
fucking.
opinion.
There's this dude that worked for
I'm just saying it's
PennDOT.
it's the same with like not state-run companies too. If you see like a private asphalt company, it's very similar. It's usually 5 or 6 to 10 guys fucking just standing around while waiting for the next truck or waiting for the asphalt to set or whatever.
It's just the PennDOT people in like around the Canton, whatever area. Just the people suck.
Yeah,
But
because they don't
one
get
got,
paid
like,
very
randomly
much.
Well,
killed.
yeah.
He was like a regular that came in every morning and got coffee, and then he like the one PennDOT dude came in and was like, he was found killed this morning, and we're like, whoa,
Killed on the job?
no, like
Oh.
at home. Apparently that he had like weed and someone laced it.
Oh,
Like
with
with
poison?
fentanyl or something. Yeah, that was going around in Elmira for a little bit.
Yeah, well, he was like black. He was one of the only older black people in Canton. I forget his name, to be honest. He was a regular though.
Hey,
He was very nice.
hey, that's fucking bringing it right back to why we should have legal marijuana.
Yeah.
Because then people can't sell laced marijuana.
Yeah, I'm just so worried about the price, man.
I think it's gonna be high at first, but it'll even itself out.
Like,
It's not
nobody-
expensive in Colorado.
Yeah,
and
I
it wasn't
know that-
expensive in Washington.
Nobody.
But I think it was pretty expensive when it started.
It's expensive in Illinois.
And that's new, right? They haven't been.
I think Illinois has been legal for a bit.
I'm not
now.
sure. I never hear about Illinois. Nobody
But
gives
like
a shit about
New-
Illinois.
cigarettes are different prices everywhere. Like
Huh.
it's gonna be like that because
Say it's based on tax revenue.
Yeah,
Depends on how much. I mean, and New York is known
One of
for
the highest
taxing the
taxes.
shit out of all of
so
their
good luck
stuff.
with that, bro.
That's why I'm worried.
But
it
you
is
live
what it
close
is.
to PA, and when we get it, then you just go PA. Or do you have to get it in your state?
So
I mean, I went
there's
to Colorado. They don't. Yeah, they don't. Give
so
a shit.
there's
They don't give
some
a shit.
states.
Well, we got to worry about being in Pennsylvania if we decide that we want to go buy pot in New York.
Mm-hmm.
What we got to worry about is police, but like Pennsylvania state troopers sitting on the border of New York and pulling over any Pennsylvania license plate that they see. And
True.
I mean, they
They
got
would.
in the hopes
Yeah.
that they're just trying to get people, because that's what they did back when our parents were kids. You had to be 21 to buy booze in Pennsylvania, but you only had to be 18 to buy booze in New York. So our parents, I'm sure your dad will tell you the same thing. They used to fucking drive up to New York to get their booze, but they had to worry about, or go to the bars and get drunk, but they had to worry about the cops sitting at the border when they crossed back over, because then as soon as they cross back over, they're underage.
Word.
So it'll probably be the same thing.
Mhm. I mean,
Did-
I buy weed illegal, and driving from Sayre to Troy is the worst drive. Like the sketch, because there's police everywhere on that shit. I don't know why.
I take the back road. I almost never see police.
I take East. I always get pulled over. Well, I did.
Well, I
when
don't go
had
to
an
Troy,
illegal
I come
car.
here.
No, that's true. Just kidding. But I don't know. It was just like sketch.
I
Like
mean,
why that road?
There's always a paranoia. I mean,
Oh, no, I
I
just
don't
fly.
really I don't have it as much anymore. Like if I'm driving somewhere in New York, obviously.
Yeah.
Don't worry, dude. PA's probably gonna be one of the next states or
Mhm.
close.
I live close to New York.
What was
though,
the
like,
newest
really
one that did it? Was it Virginia
I don't know.
or Arizona?
I don't-
Yeah, I don't keep
I don't
tally
pay
what states
attention.
do
Yeah,
that.
if it's especially if it's a state that I never have any intention of going to. If I
Like
heard
this
Virginia was
Texas?
legal,
I
I'd
don't
be like, I don't give a fuck. I actually have relatives in Texas, so I'd be like, I'd remember it if it was Texas. But
Oh.
something like if I find out Delaware makes it legal, who gives a shit?
Cool.
Like, congrats, guys. Congrats.
I gave a shit when it did in New York.
Yeah,
Duh. You live there.
I mean, I spend a lot of time in New York, so
Yeah.
Same.
I know back roads to
So
get
you got
from
work.
fucking.
You got work coming up soon, don't you?
Hopefully,
Is that up? You going to New York for it?
yeah, absolutely. Cornell University.
Oh, word.
Oh yeah, you did say that. What are they
I
doing?
mean, I don't know. I haven't looked
Oh.
into it. I mean, they do a big concert there, I think, when they do their graduation, but I don't know. I'm trying not to get my hopes up
Right.
Yeah.
because I was also told a month ago that we would have work in April, and so far there's been no work in April.
Yeah, you
so
told me. Yeah.
I'm
That
not.
sucks.
I'm just like, okay, yeah. Last month you told me a month. This month you're telling me a month. I'll wait.
It's just to string you
I'll wait for a
along.
week. Yeah, wait. If they start hitting me up, because he hasn't told me any times or anything. If he starts hitting me up times in like a week or two before it, then I'll fucking start actually preparing to go back to work.
Word.
I applied to Smoke and Joe's.
Oh yeah.
Until yeah, they're hiring.
Nice.
I'm like, dude, that would be so dope.
Well,
There's
you
one
gotta,
right down here.
Mm-hmm.
The one in
gotta-
Facet.
You gotta speak in terminology in there with
Yeah, it's
watching your.
Like, want this bong, dude?
Yeah. I just watched a video of a couple guys talking about how in their state that, and I believe this happened to Chad one time too, over at Lauman, or not Lauman, Sayre, their tobacco shop. They had the
Mhm.
bongs and some bowls and shit. Now it's like they do vapes and shit there, but
You have to call it, like, water pipe, right? You can't say
or a
bong.
tobacco pipe.
Oh,
Like
yeah.
if you say
Not water.
like bong or something. I think Chad said he was asked to leave or something like that.
Yeah, they can't sell it to you.
But that's
after
what
that.
those guys were talking about too, is that they got asked to leave a store when they said something about.
It's probably
asking
who you
about
deal
bongs.
with. Like, they're like, okay.
No, I think anybody, if you use that terminology, they will kick you out because then you're selling drug paraphernalia.
That's true.
Yeah.
So
but
they're
who the
pretty.
who the fuck is hitting tobacco out of a bong?
Well, that's how
Nobody.
they can sell it though.
Yeah,
Without.
yeah, you get no bongs if you don't get fucking if you don't call them
Um,
tobacco bongs or tobacco pipes.
Is that what they would
Yeah.
call them?
They call them water pipes.
I
Water
thought it
pipes.
was
They
water
call them
pipes.
water pipes, and it's water pipes and just regular pipes.
Mhm.
No, not bowls and bongs. It's ridiculous. It's a completely ridiculous thing.
Yeah, but it's just like
Yeah.
the terminology that gets to let us have
Yeah.
it. So whatever.
That's why we have laws, though. It's why laws are so specific. It's just, yeah, it's how it is.
But I want to work there. They start at 11:50, and then after like your probation period, they up you to 12.
That sucks.
Yep, but I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck.
Is it gonna be like full-time thing?
I think so. I don't know. I've applied to a lot of places though. It's really hard because I got
Is this
terminated
all
from a job.
online?
Yeah, Indeed.
Nice. I used Indeed to email where Chad works.
Yeah.
Asked them about some part-time. They haven't got back to me, so I don't think they'll.
Yeah,
have
I'm
it.
guessing that's usually
That's the-
no
Well,
no
Chad-
answer just
Chad,
means no.
So Chad, the day that I did it, Chad told me the next day. He's like, "Oh, Doug did mention something. Yeah, he's like, I got your brother's email. What's he looking for?" And he just said he wants to work some days when his wife doesn't work. And
I mean, a
He
lot of
was like,
places don't want to work
okay.
around like that.
I know, but I figured since I've known Doug for years and done work for him before and it might, I don't know, knowing somebody, I thought it
You're
would have
name
helped.
dropping on this, but he's gonna listen to this and be like,
Nobody
wow.
knows who Doug is besides
You
you
know.
Besides
guys.
Doug,
the people that listen to this podcast are going to be like, "Oh, okay." Just like Cody was saying about the states, like it's not my state, so I don't give a fuck. People are going to be like, "I don't care who
I
Doug
was
is."
just joking. It was a joke.
that
Fuck
was
you.
like when I was first starting in the union, first starting as a stagehand, I'm high.
When you first started in the union, you
Well, I wasn't getting as much work, like the work came on, like it snowballed, you know what I mean? I
Yeah.
started to get more and more the more I did it. So when I first started, I needed extra work, and I had trouble finding like a part-time job for that reason because nobody wanted to work around my random ass schedule.
Right.
So that's why I started going to temp agency. I started going to a day labor agency. It sucks because they don't pay that well, but I just go in there and I just was straight up with them, like, hey, this is the deal. Some days I can work, some days I can't because I have my other job. I'm not saying I can't work because I'm hungover or fucking on drugs or something like that. I'm saying I have a job. It's got a fucking schedule that's all over the fucking map. It could be anytime, any fucking day. Can I just come in here and work on some days, and some days just you're not going to hear from me? And they were like, yeah, that's what this whole thing is about. And I
That's
started
dope.
working with then Labor Ready. I think it's called like
Yeah.
People
that's-
Ready or something now.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
they sent me to a Walmart in Ithaca, and they were trying to get me to they were trying to hire me up there at Ithaca, and I told them the same thing. I was like, I got a part-time job. This is gonna get I mean, I don't want to drive all the way to Ithaca for one reason, and since I have this other job, that's definitely top priority. Like you're not gonna. I've pretty much told the guy, like, you're gonna end up not liking me because there's gonna be days where I get a call the night before and you're going to get a call the night before, and I'm going to be like, I'm not coming in tomorrow. And I'm going to have no fucking sympathy for you because I like my other job. I'm going to do that 100% of the time instead of stocking shelves. And like, I don't mean any insult, but that's what I'm fucking doing. And you will just have to accept that. But I ended up not applying. I just didn't take the job. Just kept going up there through fucking Labor Ready.
Nice.
Until eventually I got enough work I didn't need Labor Ready anymore.
I've worked at one place for a really long time. I think it looks bad that I was not working I got fired and I didn't work for a year. But also COVID, they have to put in perspective. I don't know. Like, I'm having a hard time finding that. I applied at PetSmart, which would be dope.
Yeah, I've applied there a few times.
I want to apply to Walmart, but you have to do like this customer service test, and I feel like I'm probably not gonna pass it.
Why? You were a fucking manager.
Yeah, but I don't know. I feel like I did it a long time ago and I failed it because it's just like really worded, weird type questions. Like I
Can
can't
you
give an
think of an
no.
example?
no, but it's a 10-minute test on just customer service, so it's like really detailed, like weird questions that like I don't know.
It's like the type of shit where, like, if a customer comes up to you and asks a question, and then it gives you, like,
How would you
4
respond?
answers
Yup,
on how you would
exactly.
respond, and all 4 of the answers
Are
are
okay.
kind of the same.
Yeah, and they're like all good answers, but you have to pick the right good answer. Yeah,
Yeah.
they're all like, yeah, or
I
be
hate-
like,
McDonald's does that shit, too.
oh, word, really?
I think so.
Damn, I've never applied there. I'm never gonna work at McDonald's because Kaylin mentioned that, and I'm like, no,
You don't want to work at McDonald's, dude.
I'm not.
Leave that to the high school kids that can work part-time.
Yeah, but I want to smoke. I just think Smoking Joe's would be cool as fuck to work, and that's easy as fuck. You just have to ID everybody, and I had to deal with that at Pump, so
Nah, I mean, you know what you're doing. You have experience in
yeah.
that whole, like, what'd you call it? Like
Hang out with the
retail.
old people playing the slot machines
Yeah.
up there. Because I think that's what...
There's slot machines in there?
When you
Yeah,
walk into
yeah.
your left, like right
I
there.
didn't notice that when I went there.
I'm pretty sure there's people that just go there all day
Yeah.
and just sit there
Every time
and
I'm in
play
there.
those slot machines.
Yep.
Really?
Yes.
That is.
Well, I mean, people used to go there all day and play, not necessarily all day, but fucking play the scratch-offs.
Word.
Just sit there at the counter and just fucking scratch off, lose, get me another one. Scratch off, lose, get
They
me
probably
another one.
still do that.
I'm sure.
Yeah,
I'm
I'm fine
sure.
with that though, cause Pump had like regular coffee drinkers that were like douchebags and shit, and scratch off people.
I think every
Hard.
place that sells scratch offs has at least one scratch off guy that's just there every day for scratch offs. And I assume now at fucking Smoking Joe's, it's just the same guy going from scratch off to slot machine to
Yeah,
scratch off to
probably.
slot machine. He's like, I need a break from the slot machine. Get me a scratch off. Scratch off a couple of those. Like,
Damn
I got no luck on the scratch off, so I'm going back to the slot machine.
That's pretty funny. I mean, you said it was an old guy? Old guys?
Yeah,
do
there's
it?
always old guys there.
Well, they probably don't have much going on.
Yeah, that's usually how it goes. So, but they waste their money. They don't need it.
They don't care. They probably have, like, a bank retirement or something.
Yeah.
Social Security.
Isn't it kind of weird that old people love gambling so much?
That's like a sin.
Because that's like...
Shut up.
I'm saying they based all their other opinions based on religion, but yet they like pick and choose what ones they want to go by if it benefits themselves, is what I'm trying to say.
Okay, but yeah, it's always old.
Because most people are racist because of religion. There's a story in the Bible that says, like,
All right.
no, listen. So then, if they're gambling, that's just as bad.
I mean,
I'm right.
you're right, but that's
Thank
just
you.
how that's every little aspect
Fucking
of religion.
look at me like I'm
Wait,
retarded.
are we
I'm
assuming
not,
that all old people are religious?
basically, like, grew up with that background mostly, because that was a very big thing back. Like, religion is like what people. That's why, like, everything is the way it is. One
Like-
nation under God.
No.
Our thing
like,
is one nation under God, dude.
I don't know. I know a lot of old people that are religious.
Me too.
No, I'm just fucking with you.
Yeah, I'm right. Anyways, go back to what we talked about. I just want to
You
prove my
probably
point.
don't remember now.
Yeah, I fucking forgot. Are you fucking kidding me?
Well, it's like you all looked at me like I was retarded, so I was making sure y'all know I'm not, because I know
I mean,
I'm
I
right.
agree with you. You're not wrong.
Thank you.
Oh, we were talking.
There's
so it was
lots
gambling.
of it's gambling. I was just saying,
Gambling.
old people. It's weird. Old people love gambling.
Yeah.
Like it's just
I mean,
old people that are always gambling, man.
It's like I'm fucking old. I don't have much time left. I'm gonna fucking.
It seems like I'm gonna go to the
splurge.
place with all the flashy lights and shit.
I'm gonna try to get. I don't know. Maybe. I don't know.
Well, when
It's
you
weird.
die, you don't
maybe
take
we.
money with
Maybe
you,
there
so you
needs to
can't
be a
find another.
study done on old people that gamble. And we need like.
They have a lot of money usually, and like they're.
I mean, I feel like a lot of
usually
them
it's a
just go
guy.
gamble with their like they'll get their monthly Social Security. They just go and spend like
My
half of it or
favorite-
3/4 of it.
I bet you it happens.
my.
But some of them
favorite
probably hit it.
is like, drug. No, I'm not gonna stereotype. Okay, so like, poorer people that like, they'll come in and tell a story how they have no money, to be like, I have to pay with change because like, I need to feed my kids, and then go buy like a $20 scratch off. I'm like, what? There's so many people like that, and they like cry, so you like have sympathy. But it's like you literally could have just spent that on food, but you got to scratch off that you're probably gonna lose.
I got $2.
I mean, it's just like drugs. I mean,
Isn't
people
it
do
the-
that.
yeah, you're
People do
right.
that with drugs. Do the exact same
I
thing
just
with
don't
drugs.
have that mentality. I'm just like, I can understand more with drugs than scratch offs.
It's just,
Because you at least get some out of drugs. You could get nothing out of a scratch off.
but that's like what they're getting though. That's the rush. The fact that they could get nothing is part of the rush. It's just like, you know how we started gambling on the fights now?
Yeah.
Oh, that-
It makes the fights that
It-
much
it
better, doesn't
does.
it? Like it really,
I
like
have
when you have
no
a
desires
stake in
like
it.
that.
I don't get that feeling.
It's because
with-
you don't
with
do it.
scratch-offs,
Once you
though.
do it, I'm telling you, like
I've played
not
scratch-offs.
much scratch offs, but like once you start, like once you find your gambling, once you find that thing that you like to
Kickstarts.
bet on,
And like I've won like every time I've bet at a UFC fight, I've won.
oh, I hate you. I've lost every goddamn time.
Well, like if
Every
I go to
goddamn
a
time.
casino,
I've only bet like twice though.
If I go to a casino,
I'm
I'll win
terrible
money
at
and
it.
I'll stop. Like there's people that can't stop because they have the mentality they're gonna get more and then they lose it all, which is.
That's what I did. When
But like
went
I
to the
can stop.
casino.
I'll be like, okay, I
That's
profited.
what I did
bye.
for my first time. I got up to $130, and it went down to like 40. But I figure I made a profit because I only spent 20 to begin with, so I made $20.
Proud of you, bro.
I didn't.
I think
lose,
last
didn't
time I
lose.
went gambling, I lost $75 and was like, "Fuck this! I'm going to the bar getting drunk."
I haven't gone to a casino in so long, but
How many times have you been?
it was mainly when I like lived with my dad. I was 18, and they go to Tioga Downs all the time, so it's like a summer thing.
Right.
And then I haven't gone since. I don't really have a like. I'm just not into that. Like,
No, I get it. That's why I've only been one time.
yeah, like I don't like. I mean, I waste money on things like makeup and clothes, but I use that every day.
The vibes at the casino is different.
It's mostly older people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you know what?
And it's kind
may-
of anxiety filled because everybody's just losing money.
Yeah.
and
Like,
that
the energy around a casino for me is not
that
a
may
good
be my
energy.
big fault too. I had a bad first experience because I went on a fucking Sunday.
Oh yeah.
And it was
It was probably fucking packed, huh?
a lot of old people.
No, I
Yeah.
didn't do it. Not. I don't like anything that's packed with people, really, unless it's a concert. But that's worth it.
The
And it's
concert,
like-
the
it's like your
vibes are
family.
the
It's
vibes are
like,
totally different
We
in a
all love
concert.
this band.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's why a lot of bands always bring that up.
I smoked a blunt with a stranger at the Slipknot concert.
Nice.
Yeah.
Chad,
And I was drunk, so that might have a lot to do with it. But
Chad and I at the you remember that Pedal the Metal tour at Tags with Static X and shit.
Yeah.
That night our fucking dad came with us. And somebody was just blasting a blunt through the crowd, and it got handed to me, and I looked at my dad. I was like,
Just made eye contact with him the entire time. This is happening. This is happening right now.
that Slipknot concert was dope.
it was.
You were close, sir. I was in the
I was
lawn.
I was closer.
but,
but
it's still dope.
The first time I saw Slipknot, I was in the third row. I was
Oh, word.
closest, dude. We were right in front of the Chris, the
Mhm.
Pinocchio guy. That was fucking awesome. That was a good night. I don't care for Bullet for my Valentine anymore, but they were tight live. It was awesome.
They're hit or miss.
I'm not a huge fan of Lamb of God, but they were fucking sweet.
Same.
I like Lamb of God.
I don't care. I mean, I like Motionless in White, but I don't listen to them a lot. They were really good.
Are they the
in
ones from
Slipknot,
Scranton? Motionless and White from Scranton, right?
is it Scranton?
Yeah, because they were at Warped Tour in 2018. It was such a huge deal because they were there.
Just
Breaking
saying
Ben's-
if that they're from Scranton just like makes me, because I don't know who Motionless in White is. I just
Oh, really?
picture Stan's metal band from South Park.
Oh yeah, dude.
Like that's just all I picture. Like these fucking middle class kids that are just kind of whine asses doing heavy metal.
It's
Motionless and White.
they all you can tell they all like Marilyn Manson,
Yeah.
and they do
So I'm right.
like white
Yeah.
face makeup and like
and
eyeliner.
like dark eyeshadow. and
Yeah.
But they do
Long
like
black hair.
what would you call it? Metalcore, right?
Metalcore for sure.
So I'm not that far off.
Nope.
No,
I'm pretty close.
they.
I mean,
have
they're
a few,
good,
They have
though.
a few good songs that
They're not bad. I like them.
have good breakdowns in
Better
them.
than Bullet from a Valentine or.
I don't know. Bullet had a solid album. Of course, the other. I mean, to each their own.
Yeah, I definitely like metalcore way more.
So
I
Marilyn
mean-
Manson's like fucked now, right?
Yeah. What did he do? So, he
his ex-
accused of
now.
sexual assault and
Oh shit.
I think rape and everything.
So-
Because his wife or whatever was like really young, right? When they first got together and stuff.
The rumor was that she pretty much showed up at his house when she turned
We've
18.
talked about this.
Yeah.
We've
Have we?
definitely, yeah.
Have we?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I remember sitting there and I was just thinking, like, yo.
So we hate him. We hate him now.
I think so.
We can't like any of his music now. Is that
I
how
don't
it goes?
know. I mean,
Oh, I still
everybody
like it. I'm
still
not
loves
like
Michael
that.
Jackson.
Shut up.
I
No,
mean,
Michael
you see
Jackson
what I mean?
didn't do anything.
I,
He didn't. Stop.
I watched an
That's ignorant.
I watched
Stop.
an interview of him.
Allegedly.
The interviewer, the journalist, actually asked him about plastic surgery, and Michael Jackson was just like getting upset, and he was saying, "I've only ever had my nose done," and the guy's like, "You haven't had anything else done to your face," and he just kept saying, "He's like, I've grown up. Your
I've grown
features
up.
change."
I've grown
Oh,
up.
I've grown
Everybody gets the plastic off of them when they grow up.
He's like, "Just my
You
nose."
just grow a new jawline. That's what happens.
Exactly. Stop being mean to him. I love
It's
him.
funny because his nose job didn't work. His nose looks so much worse.
It's
I love
It
the
like
way
it
he
was
does
like
hard-
up. It was like up like
yeah,
this.
it was hard to watch the interview just because it was. I didn't like
Before-
looking
It
at
looks
him.
like it looks like
It's
somebody
scary.
interviewing a monster or like a robot or something, or maybe a defective clone possibly.
Yeah, dude.
I
Yeah.
am offended right now, guys. Stop it.
Ah, shit, we fucked up. This one came out white.
That's not nice.
Well, we gotta go with
He
it.
had a bad past, okay?
No, yeah.
His dad
we're,
was
we're
awful.
Just we're just joking here.
Hey, I don't
He
care.
has a couple
South
good
Park's really
songs.
mean to him.
No,
It's funny.
they're not. I mean, I actually just watched
The blanket one
a
is awful.
compilation of actors, being asked about how their character was portrayed in South
like
Park.
their South Park appearance.
Yeah, and is it Russell Crowe that they're waiting to see the Terrence and Phillip trailer?
Yeah.
And he's going around
And
fighting
he's with
people.
the steamboat or whatever.
The
and he
guy
thinks-
asked him about it in an interview. He just looks down and like does a little like, he's like, I know those guys. Those guys are extremely funny, and he's and he's like, I hope they continue what they do. No, but like his face kind of said like, it kind of said like, I didn't like it, but I respect,
Yeah.
you know,
Well, it
them
was
guys.
kind of more like if I say I'm offended, I'm a pussy, so I might as well just accept it.
Al Gore, he praised him. He was like, I think it was awesome.
Dude, he's in it a lot.
And that one was recent because it was like they were talking about the newer episodes where he was like right about Man
that's
Bear Pig.
Really recent.
Yeah. And he's like, I love them guys. He's like, I've never met them personally, but they're some of the funniest dudes I know.
He says that now after they recant what they said about him before. He wasn't saying that shit when they
Oh?
were fucking making fun of him. Not as far as I know.
Super cereal. Or
I don't
whatever.
ever remember him coming out and saying like, "Yeah, those guys are funny." I don't
Yeah,
know if
this
he ever
one-
was
this
asked
one
about
was-
it.
This one was kind of recent.
I like the Christmas special one when they have like Bill Cosby. They're doing that like Christmas program thing.
Yeah, and they have the holograms and shit.
It has Tupac, and then they have Kurt Cobain, and he like shoots Merry
Dude,
Christmas out of a shotgun.
fucking, isn't that the one? Isn't that the one where he's like, Tupac is like coming to get whoever, and he
Yeah.
goes in a police station, and that one officer's like,
A
a
black,
black guy walked into the police station, and then the sergeant detective's like, yeah, okay, then
Go on.
what?
And then he's in the house, and the guy's like, and then he took the gun, and they're like, okay, and they're all like laughing and slapping their knees and
They're-
shit.
That
They're like,
he's
okay,
like,
okay, and
he's like, he goes on, he's like, what did you choke him first? Did you try shooting him? Yeah. Those guys are they're so funny.
It's so yeah.
I wish they would just do another movie.
Yeah,
Yes.
dude.
I think a movie
That'd be
would be
fucking
great.
cool.
I like
They
Imagination Land, but that was just like a 2-parter, right?
Three.
That
They
was
were
basically a
gonna
movie.
make it a movie,
Yeah.
but they ended up splitting it into a 3-part episode.
That's a good.
But
that's
they
a
did
good-
eventually release it as a movie, though.
Yeah, they did the. They released like Passion of the Jew as like a fucking
Yep.
kind of like a movie, but it was just like 3 different episodes that they just released on a DVD.
You know.
Is that the one where they went to camp and whatnot?
No, it's the one where Cartman dresses up as Hitler and gets the fucking
Yeah.
all the town to follow him because of
think
the
I've
Passion
only
of the
seen that
Christ.
once.
Oh,
And he gets Kyle to go see the
Yeah.
Passion of the Christ, and then fucking Stan and Kenny go after Mel Gibson.
Yes.
They
Ask
want
for
their money back.
Yeah.
Fucking dude, Mel Gibson. The way they
Dude.
portray Mel Gibson is so fucking funny. When he's sitting in the interrogation room,
like
he's
rubbing
like,
his nipples."
my nipples are so hard. It hurts when you touch them.
Yeah, but then it ends, and they're just like, you know what? Say what you want about Mel Gibson. The guy knows story structure.
Oh my god, dude. I fucking
South Park's the best.
I like that one because they bring in fucking Michael Bay, and he's like, oh, there's gonna be a car, and there's gonna be another car. It's gonna be like,
Yeah.
like that's not a movie. That's just explosions and stuff. That's not a story. It's not how that works.
yeah, those guys are smart, man. So good. I just fucking
Rosie
binge watch
O'Donnell.
that show.
She probably doesn't like it. When they have Ike and them vote in kindergarten who can be the president, and then Rosie O'Donnell's like the aunt of one of the kids, and they have her come in and she's like a huge bitch.
Oh, that's an old episode.
Yeah.
yeah.
I just
I
love
can't
that one.
remember it.
Oh.
Oh no. Guess I'll have to go back and you know what season?
I
It's
feel like
early.
Cartman's
It's got to be
doing
like
something.
3rd or 4th.
The computer like takes over Cartman or something, like a virus. Because I just know Garrison's like.
There's
"You
one where
think
he
it's
has like
Cart-"
his trapper keeper takes over him.
Yes,
Is that the
that's
one?
the one, because the trapper keeper's like coming to like take over the town, and Garrison looks out the window, and you think it's that coming, but it's
Oh,
Rosie
Rosie
O'Donnell.
Yeah.
He's like, "What is that horrible thing?" or whatever, and it's just Rosie O'Donnell.
And he's
coming.
like, children, get behind me. I'll try to fight it off. Yeah, it's like a Dawson's Creek trapper keeper or
Yeah.
something like
"Yeah,
that.
it's so
It
funny."
just starts, it morphs into fucking Cartman and starts taking over the fucking town. Oh, it's so great. That
South
show
Park's
has been
great.
great
dude.
from day one.
It has.
It's like, it's just been awesome all the way through. Simpsons sucks now.
Yeah.
Simpsons fucking blows.
I still
And
watch
they're like-
it though.
They're like caving into all the woke culture, and like they got rid of
The guy who,
fucking Apu and
Yep.
shit.
Did they really?
Yeah.
I don't watch it at all.
dude, who
I used to.
Oh, wasn't it somebody from South? I think it was someone from South Park but it was the guy who does Trey. Is it Trey? He does the Chinese shitty walk.
Yeah, probably. I don't know. I don't fucking know who does what
He
voice.
said something about I'm not gonna change my character, but I'm still gonna do it. Blah blah blah.
Yeah.
Because Cleveland, the guy who voiced Cleveland, he's not gonna voice him anymore.
Yeah, didn't they just get rid of the character?
I don't
I
know.
think they
I
just
haven't
got rid
seen
of the
any
character
recent
in Cleveland.
episodes.
I think, which is
He has his
kind
own
of
show. They still play
counterintuitive.
it.
yeah, but the show doesn't make new episodes anymore.
Well, that's fine because that show fucking sucks. But
Yeah. But I think they just completely got rid of the character of Cleveland. I think they tried to find somebody that was an Indian to represent Apu, but I think everybody was upset about Apu because he was a convenience store clerk too. And there's like,
stereotype, yeah.
and it's like, well, let's just be honest. How many convenience store clerks are fucking Arabs or Muslims or Indian or something?
Local too,
Like,
like
I
they're
mean,
literally everywhere.
Yeah, go out to Elmira and literally every other one, and it's nothing to be ashamed of. They're all
Yeah.
fucking business
It's
owners.
a fucking
Yeah.
satirical,
Kind of good
satirical
for
joke.
them.
Like it's almost. I think it's like one family owns most of the fucking convenience stores in Elmira. Like that's like they're living the American dream.
Yeah.
They're fucking immigrants who came over here and succeeded to like the max.
Brad and I, you looked up the whole why do Indians run casinos. Remember
Yeah.
that?
What, Native Americans?
Yeah. that's
Because
what
they
I
make their own laws on reservations.
Yeah, but we didn't know
Yeah.
that, so we looked it up, and I was like, "That's
Yeah.
smart."
I got high one day and I was just like, what? How come? Because like I was thinking about all the cartoons that have had like casino episodes, and it's always Native Americans that run it, and I was like, well, what's the thing behind that? And it was just they were able to do what they wanted on their land, or they gave them gambling rights or some weird
But
shit.
smart.
Yeah, I think that because I think reservations, I think we do still have, like, our government still does have a little bit of control over them, but they, for the most part, can make up their own rules. That's why people go to Indian reservations to get cigarettes, too, because the government doesn't tax their cigarettes. It doesn't, like, they tax their own cigarettes.
Yeah.
So their cigarettes are
I've
crazy
heard of that
cheap.
too.
But they also
Oh.
don't sell, like, you can't go there and get, like, Marlboros or anything like that.
Right.
They make and sell their own cigarettes.
What's that
Right.
You go get the
expensive one
Senecas.
that we can get? American Spirits.
Yeah, those aren't really, those
Those
are,
are so expensive though.
yeah, and they're not really Native American. I doubt it's Native.
Oh.
It might be. I don't know. I've never looked into who owns it, but I assume that they're more capitalizing off of the concept of being Native American.
You're right. I just know they're. I've like smoked them once, and it took like 10 years to smoke one because they're like.
Mhm. Yeah, they don't have all the additives and stuff that regular cigarettes have. It's supposed to just. That's why it's
Does it-
weird that it's more expensive, because it's supposed to have
Very
less
expensive.
into it. It's supposed to just be the tobacco.
Was it taste different? A
Yeah.
lot different?
I don't think they're good, and they're really hard to smoke.
They do. They take forever to smoke. They're hard to
Oh, shit.
pull, and they don't have as much of a taste, I don't think.
Yeah,
as
it's
a
just like-
regular cigarette.
It was weird, and then I wasted money on the pack, so I was pretty upset. And I was like, whatever.
How much was it?
They're like, so like Marlboro are like 8 something. Those are like 11, close to 11, $12.
How many cigarettes in a pack?
Normal, however much.
Yeah,
it
it's
is.
still just a 20
Yeah.
20 cigarettes in a
Yeah.
pack. Now it is.
But yeah, and I was upset.
They suck. I don't smoke those either. I've thought about switching over to them because they are supposed to be better because it's just tobacco, but they just suck.
Newports make me feel like I'm gonna die after I smoke it.
I've always hated Newports too.
Yeah, they're chemical. Like you can tell there's shit in them. Like like they all like all cigarettes you can, but like those are just worse. Like you feel dirty after smoking them. I don't like Newports.
At this point, I don't like any cigarette really.
I
Like,
like Marlboros.
I kind of hate. That's what I used to smoke, but I just kind of hate like the fact now I can actually notice that I smell like cigarettes, and like the taste sticks with my clothes. Like even if I put my jacket on and step outside to smoke a cigarette, I can just smell it on my jacket for weeks.
Mm-hmm. My
So
car smells
I'm
like
just-
cigarettes.
Exactly, and same thing with cars. Yeah, I don't fucking. I'm so used to not having that smoke around me anymore. That smell, I don't even like it anymore,
Well, vapes just smell like fruity fruit.
and it doesn't stick to you.
Yeah.
Like the smell
I
doesn't.
can't hit vapes, or else I'd probably vape, but I can't hit it. Like I try to
Well,
drool.
I mean, him and Chad keep saying you gotta get used to it. So
How
just,
long does that take? Because I tried the Juul thing and I'm like, I can't do this.
I don't know. I acclimated to it pretty quickly.
Okay, well, whatever.
I just
You don't smoke a whole lot though, do you?
Cigarettes?
Yeah.
I do now, because I'm trying to not smoke weed
Oh.
for
See,
jobs.
that's my problem. I have all my clothes and my car smells like cannabis.
even weed just fucking even the smell of weed smoke
Your
goes
house
away
smells
eventually.
like weed right now. Because I walked in, I'm like,
We were just smoking
know.
pot.
I was like, damn.
There was weed involved at the moment.
Yeah, your house normally does smell like weed. Mine doesn't. Mine, I smoke outside because I live
Me
in an
too.
upstairs apartment.
Yeah.
And they have kids, so I thought I'd be respectful and nice.
Aw.
Yeah.
I live here alone. I don't give a fuck.
But you smoke
I
cigarettes
don't give a
outside.
fuck.
But you just don't
Yeah.
like that smell, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Smart.
I mean, that's more because I fucking took a long time washing all these walls and repainting them, and I
Mhm.
don't want that fucking. I don't want cigarette smoke stain all over my fucking walls.
Yo, I've seen like people that like will take the pictures off the wall after like a family has smoked in their house for years, and then the walls are yellow, and then where the picture frame was like the normal color. I'm like, that's awful.
Yeah, you should have seen like the it's like the glass piece around my light out in the living room.
Mm-hmm.
It's got like those decorative outside around the outside of the bulb. You know
Yeah.
what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
You should have seen them before. They looked yellow. They were just straight up yellow. They didn't look like they were supposed to be clear. They looked like they were just supposed to be this like yellow tinted thing. But my
shit.
mom ran them through her dishwasher and they came out looking great. Like just like they're supposed to.
Weird.
It's fucking
really weird.
gross.
Yeah, it's gross.
I mean, even you can see it on this wall out here and in here in the bathroom because the water. Obviously I take showers in there, and sometimes I leave the door open so the steam from the shower will go out to this wall out here.
Mm-hmm.
If you look at it, you can see the tobacco coming out because of the water and
Yup.
leaking down the walls. You know exactly what I'm talking about, right? Right
Yup.
out here.
No, not from you. From my bathroom, because the people before like smoked cigarettes in there. You can tell they did because in the like window shade thing, they burnt holes in it. I guess sitting there and smoking. But when you take hot showers in my bathroom, it leaks from the roof down like orange.
Yeah, it's gross.
Yeah.
Shit.
It's like that. It's like the steam. I don't know how or why, but the steam like draws the nicotine out from underneath the fucking paint and just makes it just crawl down the wall like this fucking gross filth.
It's disgusting. Yeah, there's stains on because my bathroom's white. There's stains on my walls from it.
Mine,
No
at least
shit.
mine's fucking. I use darker colors so you can't see it as well. But it's still like if you look, it's there. I've washed it off a couple of times, but literally as soon as I take another shower, it fucking comes back.
I try to wipe it down when I like after I get out of the shower, but it's like all around.
Yeah, every wall.
Wow.
And since,
Yep.
like I said, I take showers with the door open, and the fucking steam comes out, so now it's all over this wall too.
Do you think
I should have put
weed
kills.
smoke? Do you think weed smoke would do
No.
that too?
I don't think it
I
does.
don't think it does.
I'm performing that experiment right now. I fucking
Yeah.
smoke in here all the time. These walls I didn't paint these walls. These already have nicotine on them still. But
Oh,
then
so
again, I mean, they didn't smoke in here.
Right. Yeah.
So it's not that bad in here. I mean, you can see that's not yellow. It's all fucking
Yeah.
white and shit. I didn't paint anything in here, and it looks fine because they didn't smoke in here.
Yeah.
They smoked in the bathroom after they had a kid. They sat in the fucking, that's a tiny ass bathroom. They sat
Yeah.
in there and hotboxed that motherfucker with cigarettes.
E-
But before they had a kid, they would just smoke cigarettes in the living room and in the kitchen, throughout
Right.
wherever they fucking wanted. But you can get, if you get a primer called Kills and put that on before you paint, I think usually you got to do a couple coats of Kills and put that on before you paint. That'll stop that from happening. But I didn't do it. Instead I tried to see if I could just I just got this really high-powered cleaning solution and just washed all the walls, wiped all the walls
Yeah.
down, and then let them dry for a couple of days, and then put paint on them, just to see if it would work.
What sucks in my bathroom is I don't have a fan either.
oh.
So like it really, yeah,
open up that window.
yeah. In the summertime I do, but in the winter no. So when we take hot, it's gross. At first it freaked me out. I was like, "What the fuck?" But I'm like, "Oh yeah, they smoked in here though. That's probably what it is." But at first I'm like, "Why are my walls bleeding?"
Yeah, I kind of had the same reaction, because then I was like, man, should I have used, because the paint I used was outside and inside paint, so I was like, oh, so it was interior, exterior, so I was like, oh, so it should be fine getting wet. So my first thought was, is this because it got wet? Like, is this the just shitty paint?
Right.
And then I like kind of looked closer and I saw that the fucking shit dripping down the walls was straight brown.
Yeah,
I was like, that's not the paint, that's the fucking tobacco.
it's gross.
Disgusting.
I've never seen it.
I'll send you a
Look-
picture.
Well, look at when you get out of this fucking room. Look to your right. Look at the wall to the right. You'll see like it looks like the wall's bleeding.
Mm-hmm.
I
And
guess
you
I
look real
never
close.
noticed.
It's fucking brown. I've cleaned it a few times. I don't like to have it be. I don't want my fucking hallway to look like it's
Right.
bleeding nicotine. But it just keeps
Kinda
coming
cool,
back.
or, like put some horror pictures on your hallway wall and it's like fits in.
And you just follow them with red paint, so
Yeah.
it just looks like just follow them perfectly, so it looks like perfectly dripping red paint.
There you go.
But it's
That-
disgusting, man. Cigarettes are gross. They're gross. It's
They
the
are,
worst thing in
you're
the
right.
world,
They're
man.
They
good.
are.
I like cigarettes.
Okay.
Hmm.
I'm not gonna judge
Unless
you
I
for
smoke
it,
weed all the time, but I don't anymore. So.
but you are today.
Hmm. I do whenever I'm like with you guys, but I don't have weed. I am tomorrow though, so Gonna break that.
Good job,
But
dude.
my goal was to bring it today and just like smoke it all, but things change.
Yeah, I want to cut back on smoking pot too. I feel like I've done fucking nothing but smoke pot all year because.
I mean, you've
What
been
else was
on.
there to
What else
do?
Yeah.
to do?
Same, like that's
Yep.
But now I feel like I turned my brain into mush. I can't remember anything. So
Same.
that's why a few weeks ago I went a few days without smoking, but I was just so angry at everything.
Well,
I was just like everything. It wasn't like just a natural anger where like I felt good most of the day, but then once something happened, I was just like, oh, fuck you.
yeah. Well, I don't really get mad at anything, but I could tell like my patience.
It was
like,
just video game related too. Like
Oh, yeah.
doing like my
So you were
housework
like
and
a
shit. I
Brad.
was fine. Yeah, I turned into a rage quitter while I
Don't
was
use
playing
me.
video games.
I mean, you're the only one that we play with that rage quits.
See, like the reason, like I'm just like fuck this or
You
something,
just turn off
and
the
I just turn
Xbox.
off the Xbox. I don't like throw my I used to
You
throw
cry a little
controllers,
bit.
but I don't like
You
throw
like get
my
all mad,
controller.
you like scrunch your face, and you're like,
Dude, it's just that one game.
Yeah,
it's just
fuck
just
Warzone.
Warzone.
But
It's
I
just
will
Warzone.
I will say I told you the other day, but I'm gonna let YouTube know that Chris and I got on the other day, and our first game playing we fucking won, dude. And then
Congratulations.
the next game we
Thank you so
played
much.
was fucking awful.
yeah, but that
We
one,
got killed,
we
like,
didn't
right
die
away.
Once. We didn't die once.
Yeah, we didn't die once, and I got 2 kills and she got 1.
Yeah.
Nice.
So.
We pretty much just hit out the whole time.
Well, I mean, that's a strategy.
Yep.
It is.
He had to revive me twice. So
Yeah.
I mean, like, almost died, but didn't.
But
so, I mean,
the last kill, she got the last kill, and she saved my life, dude.
yeah, right.
He was like it was like he was on a ledge, and he could look down at me. He started shooting me, and then she was like,
I
"Fuck
came and
you,
saved
I
the
dude."
fucking
saw-
day, dude.
I saw rumors that they're going to soon bring back the zombie mode.
Yeah.
Dude, I will.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
saw. I don't know.
I-
I don't know how valid the rumors are, but they were saying that they were going to do another whole fucking in the middle, like not on Halloween, but there's just. I think they said in May they want to do a whole pre-Halloween season.
But I mean, they're
Where they're
doing
just gonna
zombies
do-
right now, like just a little bit. So if they bring, so it makes sense to just bring back.
Yeah, there's those like certain areas that have zombies. Did anybody look up to figure out what the deal is with the those gas
no.
clouds?
Yeah,
No.
I think it has something to do with the nuke. Like they're
yeah.
building up to do a
They're,
new map.
they're building up for a new map probably because I've seen leaks of a completely new
Yeah,
map.
me too. Like that is like confirmed too. Like it was leaked on Twitter and then confirmed. But I don't know how they're gonna do it.
It's just wild because like it wasn't even that long after the game was made. There was rumors that there were going to be a new map.
I
Yeah.
believe it
Remember,
now, though.
like, it was like 3 or 4 months after the game was even released. Everybody was saying they're gonna nuke it and make a new map, and it's like it's been like a couple
Do
of
you
months.
remember when
Yeah.
they were gonna like unfreeze the dam and then like you could hear the howl of whatever and everyone was like reading into it?
Yeah, and the
Nothing
ice
happened.
was cracking and shit.
Mm.
The dam
Nothing.
is still frozen.
I'm like,
Nothing
that probably
happened.
happened the whole time, but now y'all are looking for shit, so now you hear it.
They're just they're just dropping like little random things in there to fuck with people.
Yeah,
it's
stupid.
fucking Call of Duty and
Keeps it-
Activision's way to fucking
Keep
troll
'em-
us.
Yeah, keep them interested.
But with the nuke stuff now, I think they are building up because they are gonna do a new map. So
I mean, I wouldn't be surprised. Do you think they're gonna take out the old map, just like
Mm.
completely destroy the old map, or do you think they're gonna add a whole new map?
Add a whole new map.
Because that'll be the third map because they did release Resurgence.
yeah, I think they're gonna keep what Van whatever it's called.
think-
What's it?
Verdansk.
Is it called Verdansk?
Yeah.
Oh,
Verdansk.
I just call it Warzone.
It's
don't
just
ever
it's
try
just
to-
the Warzone map.
yeah.
I kind of like the Resurgence though.
Mm-mm.
Or was it Rebirth Island?
Rebirth,
too
yeah.
small.
I like it.
I like it.
I like that it's
that's
small.
that's
Pisses
how
me
that's
off.
the map we got our victory on.
Yeah, but it pisses me off like 95% of the time.
Dude, it's so much easier when there's only 40 people
Duos,
playing
Yeah.
compared to
Quads, you can't
100
even
what?
fucking land.
150.
Like, if you don't have a gun and you land,
Well, the
Nah.
shitty thing with quads on their Rebirth is, like, when you die, you probably have a good chance of coming back multiple times because there's 3 other guys that are still alive.
yeah.
And it's how it is with every team because Like if one guy starts shooting, you see one guy, then they're all gonna get you. But if you weren't with your team, that team's gonna be alive long enough for you to come back. And it took. I mean, even when we played quads, yeah, we died a lot, but we kept coming back.
Yeah.
That's true, 'cause
Two
then-
other guys were staying alive.
And yeah, when it was me and you, that's one thing that sucks about duos, like especially when it was me and you, like both times that we lost, it was because somebody jumped both of us at once.
Yeah.
And we couldn't fucking, one of us didn't have the chance to get away, or one of us was ever not seen. Like they just fucked both of us up at once. That's the end of the game.
I hate playing Battle Royale. I suck at it.
None
like
of
it-
us are very good at it.
Yeah.
I
let's
don't like
be
it being
honest.
boring.
We've been playing
and
it for a
then
year, and you guys are right now bragging about a win.
I've won before.
We have won
We're-
before.
We used
We
to
all
be
have.
pros at Plunder when we played it like every day, but we're not so much anymore because we played it the other day and we sucked.
Fuck
but
that.
Really?
Fuck
you guys
that
didn't do
game,
well? I
though.
feel like Plunder's we'd
Anytime-
still be good at it.
If it's quads, the two other people leave usually.
Yeah, dude.
That is
They always
shitty.
fucking leave.
Mhm.
But like, we'll still manage to like if it's just me and Kristen, we'll still manage to get like
To place,
To
right?
play.
yeah, like
We've gotten first.
second or third
Him and I alone got first in quads before on Plunder.
I feel like
with
I've
no
done that before,
kills,
too.
just like looting like
just you're
20
not even
boxes
seeing
each.
anybody.
Yeah,
That seems to be the best thing to do in Plunder is just find boxes.
and that's fun to me. It's boring to you guys because you're not killing.
Yeah,
people,
I
but
want
think
I
it's
want
fun.
to kill people.
I'm like happy about it. I'm like, oh, loot.
I don't
I like
mind
it.
it, but I like it. I like it in Battle Royale because I feel like looting actually matters in Battle Royale
does,
to like
yeah.
how that you're gonna play.
Yeah.
Because you don't. You know, in Plunder's cool because you get to pick your fucking
Loadout,
but it
yeah.
also sucks because you get to pick your loadout because then right away you're already kind of set up, and I feel like it takes away a little bit of the incentive to loot. Then your only incentive to loot
For
is
money.
to fucking get money, yeah. But I
That's
kind of
good
like
incentive.
I like the it's back to the gambling thing. I
Yeah.
like the gambling aspect of having loot crates and it actually making a difference on whether or not you're going to be able to survive if you see
Yeah.
somebody.
Or if you're gonna get a good gun or not. If you start out with your loadout, you don't really care what the fuck gun.
Yeah, I've
comes out
never
of a
started
box
out
when
with
you
my
loot.
loadout and then picked up a gun.
I'm
I
only
just don't do
saying
that.
this to keep it alive, but that's why I really like No Man's Sky, because you just loot the whole time. Like you can either like loot the whole time.
So
or
so
you can, like-
she's saying she wants us to try it out so much,
No,
and now
you
she's
kinda
saying
choose.
it's about some. You do something
your
you
mouth.
don't like in the game. Come on, guys, play it
no.
with me.
So you either can loot the whole time and like get materials to build your base better, or you can like go fight aliens to go on different planets. Like you choose.
I mean, I don't mind. That's what I was trying to say, though. I don't mind looting as long as I feel
Yeah.
like looting is changing what's going to happen in my game, like changing how I can play my game.
Yeah.
You know, like if it actually matters.
Why, what? What do you have
I
to
mean-
say, bro?
It's kind of that's why State of Decay is kind of cool. Because
I just want to mention No Man's Sky because I do every single time. So I just wanted, and I felt the opportunity
State
And I
of
took
Decay sucks. I'm over zombies.
because you
Dude,
played with
I'm
them the
telling-
whole
Dude,
time.
dude, I'm telling you, if we were in your community, you'd
You'd
probably
love it.
like it better. Like
I'm
if you were
over
building
zombies.
yours.
Fuck zombies.
Okay, so when
They aren't
okay,
scary.
so when
They're
modern,
not formidable fucking.
then you better not play
enemies.
Modern Warfare when.
Well,
zombies
I was
come.
just. I already said that I would like love to play the Modern Warfare zombies again. That's something new. I'd love to play as a zombie.
That was
Those
just a
State of
good
Decay.
gameplay.
The State of it was a fucking awesome game that they came up with.
Yeah.
State of Decay, like as far as the zombies go, they're not even a threat.
The Juggernaut one is.
Not really. We fought him the first time we fought him. We won.
Always, well, I always play alone. I play
Like,
alone,
they're just-
and then I
The
die.
zombies are like just an annoyance. Like they just show up and
I
you're
agree
just
with
like,
that.
oh god damn it, more fucking zombies.
I agree with that.
Now
That's
I
why
gotta
stopped
fucking
playing.
start beating them with baseball bats or whatever the fuck I got.
Playing with someone else is boring. The last time I played was when I played on Brad's. It was boring as fuck, and I'm like, I'm good.
But it was fun to me. It was
Yeah.
it was my community.
The very first time we played was fun. But I feel like I was having fun
I wasn't there
at
for
how
that.
stupid the game
Yeah,
is. With how
yeah.
like dumb
You
the
de-
Yeah,
game
you
you
all
def-
mentioned glitches.
You definitely mentioned that a couple times. The whole, like when we figured out we can open and close the door. Oh my god, dude!
It was nonstop.
It was
Just nonstop. Just
Oh my
open,
God.
close. Open,
the first time I
close.
played was with Chad and Cody. And it's we played on Chad's, and then I played by myself for a really long time, and it was fun. But it's the same missions. It's the same, like, go pick up this thing, bring it back to this thing. And
Hey,
I'm
you
just
recruited this guy to your community.
I'm like, I'm good.
I feel that.
By no means.
Yeah, building a community seems kind of boring in a zombie apocalypse.
And they just
Like,
show up. You're not really looking for them. They show up at your doorstep and then ask if they can join. And you're like, whatever. Like, most of the time, that's how it goes. I mean, you can go, but, And then when you die, you die. So
Yeah, that annoyed me too.
I know you
Like-
died a lot when we played, and then you got mad. So I'm like, he's not gonna
Yeah,
play, and you never did
Well,
again.
The more I played it, the less I cared, which made it easier to die. I just didn't care. Like, once my community was dead, I was kind of happy. I was like, great, they're all gone.
Done.
I hated all these people anyway. And then you were like, you got to start a new community. And I was like, no, I'm good. I don't need to do that at all.
I mean,
Uninstall.
I think it's still there. I don't know why. I should uninstall it because I'm probably never going to play it.
I think I'm gonna uninstall it.
I feel like a hoarder with video games sometimes.
Same.
As far as like uninstalling, I'll go through it and I'll be like, yeah, but I mean, I'm gonna play that
Same.
again.
I'll be like, I'll play that again.
Yep.
Yeah.
I feel like we've all been there.
I feel like Stan when that guy was going through his locker. This
Yeah.
moldy sandwich. Are you ever gonna play play this moldy sandwich? I'm like, well, yeah, of course I need that. You can't throw that away.
That's a good episode. I've only watched it a few times, but
But I hope they bring back that zombie mode in Call of Duty.
I think they will.
I want them to make it like the map bigger instead of like that certain section.
I don't think they'll change the gameplay, but they'll probably bring it back. I hope.
They should let it like be the whole map, just like a regular battle royale, but with zombies.
No, because it was fun being a
Give
clusterfuck.
the zombies.
Yeah, it
some-
was a little bit more fast paced when it was smaller.
I like it.
fuck fast.
And then there would be
though.
so many fucking
Don't be
zombies.
slow.
Just like fucking 50 zombies all over the place. Oh, it's so awesome.
I loved it.
that shit was
Those
fun.
zombies are like actually kind like they're not scary, but they're like zombies.
They
'cause
come out of
yeah.
nowhere because they
Yeah.
actually have powers. They do more than just run
Yeah.
at you and like scream. You know, they throw like
Jump.
gas bombs. They jump forever.
Mhm.
And then like when you could tell they were close, they make that little noise.
Yeah, it's like
You're
a
like
dun-
turning around looking, dude. It brought a whole new
I loved it.
had to
new
almost
excitement
be-
to the game.
It'd almost be like stealthy. If you were
Yeah.
the zombie, you had to
Yeah.
like hide behind trees and shit because you know that people were gonna know that you're around because you're going the whole
Yeah,
time.
dude. That was fun. I liked it.
I hope they bring it back. It got a lot of like good reviews though. Like anybody you ask, were like, yeah, that's awesome.
Oh, I've said it multiple times. It's the only good thing that fucking game's done.
I don't know. I think as much
Okay.
shit as I give it, they change a lot of things in that game.
Yeah.
All the time, they're adding new modes and shuffling through
I
modes
wish
and
they
shit.
brought Prop Hunt to it. I love Prop Hunt.
I keep forgetting what that is.
So 2 teams. You're
Yeah, I
either-
feel like we've had you explain this to us.
you're either a
100,000
normal dude
times.
that shoots things or you're a prop. And like you can choose between 3 props and then you like have to hide and like blend in and then people go around, the other team shoots you and they want to try to shoot all the props before the time runs out. And
So
you
like,
want to
what would be a prop?
like a,
It's just a person, right? It's
No,
just a player.
no, a prop is like you're a chair or
Oh,
a telephone
okay.
pole or a barrel.
But
or
you can
a-
move.
Yeah, and you move and you lock yourself into place, and then you want to blend in with the map so they don't shoot you, because you get hit marks. You can like duplicate yourselves to trick them, and then the other team are the shooters. Then you go back and forth.
That does sound really interesting.
The
Like that sounds like it would
Cold
be fun.
War has it, and World War II has it.
Really?
That's the only reason why I want Cold
So,
War, but I want everyone else
When
to
you
play.
just like
Yeah, but I've played the demo and I did not
it
enjoy
sucks.
it.
Yeah,
when you just go around with your gun and just like fucking shoot along the wall.
you
as
can, and
run
you get
down.
hit marks too. But then they can run. They can throw a flashbang at you or whatever, and then run, and then you have to try and like. It's fun.
It sounds like fun.
it's
Like I would
so much
totally.
fun.
I'm gonna
fucking try that.
I'm gonna look up gameplay for it
Do
because
it.
I wanna see.
Do the yeah.
Like I can imagine it, but I want to see people play it.
And you can like press a button, I forget what it is, to like go with like the slant of the ground so it doesn't look as obvious and
Right.
shit. Yeah. It's fun.
I'm
It was
hoping that Battlefield 6 comes out soon. I think they're probably gonna
They
wait till
said
the end of the year.
December.
December. Oh
I
man.
think so.
Really?
I was hoping it would be like a mid-year release.
I could be wrong though. I mean, they change dates all the time.
Yeah.
But I remember reading an article saying something about the holidays. It'll be out in time for the holidays, or
I mean, that could mean
Something.
September, could mean November.
yeah.
But that's still, I was hoping, like, because every once in a while EA will do, like, April, May releases. There's supposed to be a bunch of games coming out in April and in May. I think a lot of them were PlayStation, though.
I want a new horror
Yo,
game.
I'm gonna get on fucking Battlefield 5 today. I'm gonna
Um,
play Firestorm.
The new
I
Resident
think
Evil.
I still have it installed.
Isn't the new Resident Evil coming out soon?
That village.
Yeah, real soon. I think
I
that's
thought-
supposed to be early May or end of
Yeah,
April.
I'm
When I
getting
saw
that. It
when I
looks
saw
good.
the like mini trailer to that or whatever, I thought it was just gonna be like some like expansion pack or like a mobile game or something. I didn't know it was gonna actually be a console game.
It looks good. I watched gameplay on it.
I mean, the trailer was awesome.
It looks fun. I think I'm gonna get it.
I does it tie in with 7?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
It's just similar.
I'm gonna have to play the rest of 7 then. It's
I'm not gonna play 7. It pissed me off.
I'm not a huge fan of the first person view.
I never played any of the other ones, so I can't like compare it.
Really?
Yeah, I've only
You
played
have-
7.
Dude.
You all tell me all the time I need to play like what 4 or something.
Yes.
Yeah.
I don't know if I like first person view for a horror game at all. Like
Most of them are
what, first person?
like
Really?
on PC. Yeah.
Well, I don't play PC.
Oh well. Okay. That they are though on that.
But like I know that there's some like PT is first person, but like the horror games that I've played have been like third person that I can think of.
Like
Yeah.
what?
Well, the
Resident Evil.
Resident Evil, the Dark Pictures anthology, those were third person.
True. Okay, you're right.
I'm trying to think. Silent Hill was third person, and then I tried to play Uncharted, which was a horror game that was first person. Did not like it. Was not a big fan of the Resident Evil 7. I mean, it was cool, but I never finished it.
Well, I didn't finish it because it didn't save correctly, and that pissed me off. So I'm like, I don't fucking care. But I mean, I think horror games want you to feel like you're in it, which is why the first person.
I mean, it'd probably be awesome
for
with
VRs.
like VR.
Because most PC games that are horror are VR. So like, Visage is first person. That one's so scary. Like with the headphones, it sounds like they're in your ear and shit, like right behind you. Like
No,
they
I
have
w-
it
I
feel
would-
like that.
I would love to do VR. That'd be pretty cool.
Phasmophobia is terrifying.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it's like your ghost
Have you
hunting.
you've played VR?
No, but I mean like just PC. Because the way they have the sound in your ears, it sounds like they're by you. Like
Right.
it gets louder and quiet. Like it's insane.
I want to get a VR.
Me too. We need to all make like a group Facebook and get one of the Oculus. Is that what it's called?
Oculus, yeah.
Because
Oculus Rift or something like that. I hate that you
So
have
we
to
all-
have a
Does-
fucking Facebook for
Yeah,
it.
Does that
it's like the best one out right now.
is that like a preloaded game one? Or-
Mm-mm. No, it's just a
It's
VR,
just a
but
VR?
it's Facebook like owned.
Yeah, I don't understand. Does the headset itself have like a hard drive in it, so you
I
can
think
download
it's-
the games directly to the headset or
I
something?
think you have to link it to. I don't know how I don't know how it works.
Yeah, I don't know how it works either. And I don't know how.
think
I don't know how expensive the games are, or if the games just come with it. I'm not sure. I don't really know. I haven't looked into it that much.
Yeah, I don't know.
But the games are supposed to be really fun.
I would get all horror games.
So like, all right, let's make a Facebook for everybody podcasts, and
So we
then
can
we'll
get
throw
an
in for a VR.
Yeah,
I don't think an Oculus Rift 2 is that expensive. I think
it's
it's
$200.
Yeah, I think it's cheaper than a new PlayStation 5 or an Xbox Series.
Yeah, it's just like the best one out right now. Cause you can get a VR, but they fucking suck. Like they don't move with you. That like they're just like sketch like
Real clunky. The
Yeah.
technology's not really there. Have you seen where they're the ones that are that like fully strap you in like around the waist?
Yeah.
And they have like those
roller
like
coaster.
3-dimensional fucking
Yeah.
Yeah,
what do you call it? Treadmills that you can fucking run on and
it's
shit.
so cool.
And some have you like on a roller coaster, and it's like terrifying, and you like fly.
That like fucks with the brain.
Yeah, I would
Well,
never.
I don't
do
think
that.
you're supposed to use a VR headset for longer than like an hour and a half.
Oh man.
I think that's about all
I
you
don't.
get.
I don't know if I could use it that long anyway.
Yeah,
To be
no.
honest.
I was like really close to buying one because I just saw all this shit about the boxing game and how it's like a really great workout, and I was like, you know what, I kind of want to give it a try just as a way of exercise,
Right.
because maybe I figured maybe I would exercise more if it was a video game, because I played video games all the
Right.
time. But then I thought about it and I was like, if it really is that good of an exercise, I'm gonna sweat a lot, and I'm probably gonna
Yeah.
sweat right into this motherfucker and break it in like a couple of weeks. So I just didn't bother, because something tells me they're not fucking sweat proof or waterproof.
So like Sims would be so dope on a VR. In first person, like you're a Sim.
What, like just walking through the house that you designed?
Yeah, dude.
You're like etching into like a full on virtual reality where you don't have to come to
Yeah.
real reality anymore with
Yeah,
that.
dude.
Bro, I bet they'll do that. Oh my
Like,
god.
I
think
that'd be
that's where
so
we're heading.
fucking
You'd be
cool.
inside a simulation.
I'd be inside of the house I created. That's
You'd be
so-
inside the Matrix, dog.
Oh my god.
Be like creating your own fucking Matrix,
But like you'd
dog.
be on
Bro.
it too long, and you would get reality confused with the digital world.
No, I'm not stupid.
And like you
This
would,
is how
you
this
would like
is- this is
you
how
would-
the robots are gonna take over,
you would like
homie.
Fine.
you would take your headset off, and you'd go talk to somebody, but really you're wearing your headset still.
oh my god.
You're gonna
Like
be
on
Yeah,
South
in the
Park.
game, in the game, you would take your headset off.
Like on South Park, and then I'll
Like,
get
you
a
thought you took your
telephone
headset
call
off.
from that. Did I answer all of your questions?
They kind of had an episode of like that on fucking Black Mirror,
Really?
Yes.
where the guy was like trying to test video games, and like he put him in like this fucking virtual reality video game, and throughout the episode you couldn't really tell what was real and what wasn't.
All
And
I'm
then,
saying is I want to walk through my sim house. Like that'd be the sickest
I don't know.
shit.
If, I don't know.
I'm into
if
it. I'm into it. I'm gonna do
You're gonna
it.
get trapped, dude.
No, I don't care.
I think it's where we're heading, man. We're gonna all end up assimilating to a computer and just being in virtual reality for forever.
That's kind of dope. It's
Please.
not. That's spooky. It's kind of dope. Because they have like the ones when you like actually cook and shit, like in the.
Right.
All I am thinking is like being in The Sims though, and like walking through a house I created. That's so dope. That's dope. Okay. Thanks.
I mean, it's virtual reality is a scary thing to think about, though.
It really is. But like I'm just trying to like overcompensate by just thinking about me walking through my Sims house. But really, it's terrifying.
Grand Theft Auto would be fun.
Throwing a bitch out their car and then stealing it. That would be dope.
Did you ever see the fucking video where the girl is like, I think my husband might be a psychopath, and she just like goes downstairs and her husband's playing virtual reality and he's just got a guy's head and he's just like
Yes.
smashing the
I
guy's
saw
head into a
this.
toilet.
Yeah. That's hilarious. Yeah.
Maybe that'd be like a good anger coping thing for people.
For real?
A
I mean,
VR, like-
get a fucking
There you go.
that boxing game. I've never heard anybody say that it was a bad game. Everybody says that boxing game that they have on there is fucking dope. I really wanted to try it. I thought it looks like fun.
See,
It
now I'm
looks like
gonna
a
look
lot
up
of fun.
gameplay to that.
GTA and VR would be dope. Just like shooting up people. That's so bad.
And there's like a shooting game that you can get on VR. It's called Super Hot, because you can get it on they have a
Oh,
console version
Yeah,
too.
yeah.
There's gonna be, mark my words, in the future that's gonna be blamed for shootings in real life.
They've been blaming video
Yeah.
games.
But
for
I mean,
real-life
like VR
violence
would be
forever.
realistic. Like if it's first person.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. They get all this anger out in VR, then they'll be fine.
Yeah.
No,
I just feel like people will have it in their mindset. Oh, I can do it easily on this. I can go like shoot up some
Or,
people.
like I said before, people forget that they're in the real world because they think it's virtual reality, and then they go shoot up people, and it's like, oh, you dumbass.
I feel like that already happens anyway. You know what I mean?
Regardless,
yeah.
I am ready for it. Let's go. I want to do it.
Wasn't there
What,
just
get a VR? I do. I want to
Yes.
get a VR too.
We'll start a Facebook.
I think I'll
page
break
for
it
us,
though.
and
I
then-
think I'm gonna break it.
No,
I
I feel
sweat
like it
so
would
fucking
hap-
quickly. Like it takes like nothing for me to sweat.
I'm sure it's like waterproof. Like it's like literally because there's exercising ones too. Like there's exercising games, and you're obviously gonna sweat for that. Like I feel like they wouldn't prepare for that.
I would hope so.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. Maybe, possibly. The Wii had exercising games too, didn't it?
Mm-hmm.
And that was I had the same thing because
Switch
they had
does.
the Wii. They had that pad you were supposed to stand on, and the first thing I thought was, I'm gonna break that pad.
Well, yeah,
Like,
that
there's
was.
no there's no way that pad is meant to hold me.
The Switch has like exercise thing too. The ring, I have it. It's like this like flexible ring, and you like do exercises with it, and you can wear it and like run and stuff. I don't know.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
interesting. That's pretty cool. Video games have come so far.
Yeah.
Technology itself.
I really want that VR to come out with the treadmill thing. I want that so bad. I think
How much
they're
do
gonna
you
be
think
like
that would-
$3,000.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not gonna be cheap.
It's a big setup, man. You're gonna need like a whole room for
A whole
it.
room, yeah, for sure. But I mean, I guess it's not that big because you can't. That's the nice thing about it. You can't move around. That's something else that I worried about with VR. I feel like I would end up breaking my TV because you put the fucking headset on, you
Right.
can't tell where you actually are. And if I
Right.
start fucking boxing, if I get a boxing, I start boxing. Who's to know that? Who's to say I'm not gonna fucking put my fist through my TV without realizing
Dude,
it?
I've seen so many videos of people. They'll do like they'll put the VR on and they'll be like walking on this like ledge or something,
Dude.
and
yeah.
like they'll fall and just like go into the TV shelf or into like a glass stand somewhere or some shit.
I feel like you got to make a perimeter around yourself.
Yeah.
Like you got to like get.
Like maybe
like
couch
safety
cushions
ropes.
around you. Like
Yeah.
put like good pillows around you and stuff.
I was thinking full on like Stansons, like you see it fucking outside of clubs, just like the velvet
Yeah.
ropes. Just like put those, like make like your own little boxing ring around you.
Red and Link on Good Mythical Morning, they do this one thing where they like play horror games with the VR, but they make Link do it because he's like a pussy, and they'll have him like do like mom. There's like this mom one or like Megan, I don't know, but it was scary, and they get all up in your face because it's first person, and he like freaks out and like falls and shit and like hits the air because he thinks he's getting attacked. I'm like, people definitely break shit with this.
Oh yeah, you see videos on all the time, but you used to see that with Wii too,
Yeah, they
where
would
people
chuck-
wouldn't use the fucking wrist thing.
To bowl and they chuck it into the TV, or for Just Dance, like doing a dance.
Or
move, they
tennis.
chuck it. Yeah.
That's funny.
So many TVs broken.
Well, that's been Everybody Podcast. We will catch you guys another time. Happy 420.
Peace.